Okay, before we start, I need to say something very important. You can disagree with me, you can debate me, but please, do not assemble the fandom Avengers. These are opinions, not attacks. I've been in K-pop long enough to see trends repeat themselves. And today, we're talking about the stuff people think, but are scared to say. Let's single quotes S get into it. Self-produced doesn't automatically mean better music? Let's talk about it. Groups like 17 and Stray Kids are often praised for being self-produced, and they deserve credit. Writing and producing is hard, but somewhere along the way, fans started equating self-produced with objectively superior. That's not always true. Some of the greatest K-pop songs were crafted by professional hitmakers behind the scenes. And sometimes outside producers bring a polish and objectivity that idols, especially young ones, may not have. Yet, creative control is admirable, but quality still depends on execution, not just authorship. Overworking idols is normalized too much. We praise hardworking kings and queens constantly, but when you look at comeback schedules, world tours, variety shows, content filming, fan calls, live streams, it's intense. Groups like BTS and BLACKPINK had stretches where they barely seemed to rest, and fans often say, they choose to work hard. Sure, but the industry structure is still demanding. Burnout isn't weakness, it's human. We shouldn't only value idols when they're exhausted. Stage presence is becoming a buzzword. Not everyone who stares into the camera intensely has stage presence. Real stage presence is command, control, charisma. That fills the stage whether the camera is on them or not. Look at performers like Timon, from SHINA or Cole, from 2NE1. They don't just perform choreography, they embody the song. We need to stop confusing confidence with magnetism. They overlap, but they're not identical. Not every group needs to go global. International success is amazing. Stadium tours are incredible, but not every group needs to target the US market or chase Western validation. When BLACKPINK headline festivals or when New Jeans chart globally, that's great, but some groups thrive domestically, and that's valid. Success isn't only measured in Billboard placements. K-pop became global because it embraced being Korean, not because it tried to become Western pop. Visuals have always mattered, and that's not evil. The visual position didn't appear out of nowhere. K-pop is performance-based. It's choreography, styling, branding, concept photography. Pretending visuals don't matter ignores how the industry was designed from day one. Even legendary groups like Girls' Generation had clear visual identities. The problem isn't that visuals matter. The problem is when visuals are prioritized over health, training, or fair treatment. There's a difference. Experimental music is great, but cohesion matters more. I actually love chaotic K-pop songs. Beat switches? Sure. Genre blending? Absolutely. Groups like NCT 127 and aespa have made experimental their brand. But recently, it feels like some songs are unpredictable just for shock value. A good twist should elevate a track, not distract from it. Memorable doesn't always mean messy. Fandom streaming culture is warped. Streaming used to be support. Now it feels like strategy warfare. If you're not streaming 24/7s, you're fake. Don't sleep. Clear your cache. We turned music into a competitive sport. Supporting EXO or Ivy shouldn't require spreadsheets. Engagement is great. Obsession isn't healthy. Sith. Ooh. Gen talent is underrated because of nostalgia. Nostalgia is powerful. People romanticize earlier eras and forget that every generation faced criticism. When Big Bang debuted, they were criticized. When BTS rose, they were doubted. Now, newer groups get labeled less talented because people compare polished veterans to rookies. Every era has stars. You just have to give them time. Not every idol is an all-rounder, and that's okay. The pressure to be an ace is intense. Sing like a main vocal, dance like a main dancer, rap like a main rapper, produce, act, model. That's unrealistic. Even in powerhouse groups like Red Velvet or 17, members shine in different areas. Specialization doesn't mean weakness. It means balance. We don't let idols be human. Dating? Scandal. Gaining weight? Scandal. Looking tired? Lazy allegations. Being introverted? Rude. The parasocial intensity has gotten extreme. Idols are performers, not fictional. Characters designed to meet fan fantasies, and the more we treat them like characters, the more disappointed fans become when reality shows up. If you've made it this far, thank you for surviving this with me. These opinions don't mean I hate K-pop. I love this industry. That's why I think we should be able to critique it. Now, I want to know, what's your actual unpopular K-pop opinion? Not this song is mid. I want the real ones. Comment below, respectfully. And if you enjoyed this deeper dive, subscribe for part 2. Because I have more, much more.